Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste and today we're going to be making vegan loaded fettuccine. And I'm going to start off by cutting up some mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, I completely understand. I used to despise mushrooms myself. So if you don't like mushrooms, just skip this. But we're going to be adding mushrooms because I am a new person and I actually like mushrooms. And they're good for you, you guys. They're good for you. Give them a shot if you don't like them. They take some getting used to. But we also, in my household, utilize veggie scrap bags. So whatever veggie scraps you have, just throw it in a bag and you can make veggie broth out of it. There's 3 people living here, so we make our bags. Trust and believe, we make those bags. And so in our fettuccine, we're going to be putting in 3 types of bell peppers, 2 types of onion, our mushrooms, and I found some broccoli in the fridge because what's fettuccine without broccoli, in my opinion? It's not a lot, but may as well use it because waste not, want not, am I right? And here we have our seasonings and what we're putting in. So we have coconut milk, mushroom seasoning, thyme, paprika, nutritional yeast. I love that stuff. Garlic powder, vegan chickenless seasoning. I got that from Trader Joe's. We have Italian seasoning. We have pink salt. We have pepper, New Orleans seasoning, and Old Bay seasoning because I like that in everything. Also olive oil because I forgot to mention that. So we're adding a generous amount of olive oil because our mushrooms tend to soak pretty well. And so we're just adding those to the pot. And we're also going to start adding our seasonings in because like tofu, I feel that our mushrooms are kind of bland. I mean, they have a flavor like tofu, but they're kind of bland without seasoning. So we're adding our salt. We're adding our chickenless seasoning because I used to love Alfredo with chicken and broccoli, but like, you know, the classic Alfredo. So I add chickenless seasoning to kind of mimic that a little bit. And we're just dumping in our spices, y'all. Just dump in those spices. As I can't tell you how much I put in. I just know that I layer seasonings. So I added seasonings to the mushrooms. And then I added seasonings to the sauce, and then I added more seasonings to the sauce, and then I added even more seasonings to the sauce. And so we just keep layering. So we cook our mushrooms down a little bit, get those going. I'm also noticing that they're sticking to the bottom a little bit, but I'm adding in my onions and stirring those through to coat them in the seasoning as well. And we're going to get those to saute a little bit as well with the mushrooms. And because I saw it sticking a little bit, I am adding in a little bit, like the tiniest little bit of water. And you see it simmering and I'm getting the good bits off the bottom. Ooh, love those. And we're just stirring it in some more. Next we're adding in our bell peppers. I use 3 kinds, green, yellow, and red. I don't usually use that many. I'll just use green or something, but for the sake of the video, I wanted it to be colorful and pretty and nice, so I used those. And then I also am adding in my broccoli. I did not steam them or anything, I just added them straight from the bag. So we're gonna put the top on and let that cook down for a few minutes. It didn't take long, it took about 5 minutes or less. And now we're adding in our coconut milk, and this stuff is what is the bulk of our sauce. It's pretty, I'm trying to be slim thick over here. I got some things to work on, you know. I'm trying to be slim thick. So these cans are 120 calories. I think it's per can. I'm not sure. But if you're trying to watch your figure, or you know, you just want to watch your weight, or you don't want to add that much calories or something like that, girl, I feel you. So just add you unsweetened cashew milk works really well actually. Also, you could use that. You can use any unsweetened type of milk. will actually work great if you're trying to watch your figure. And also, you wouldn't add olive oil, you would just add water to saute or simmer your vegetables to make them softer. And there you go. Then you have a nice vegan, healthy meal. But I'm trying to be slim thick, so we're going in. I could have added butter, but I didn't because I want it to be, even though, we're vegan, we still do want to watch what we eat and be as healthy as possible when we can. So here's what we have. It's basically like a soup at this point, and we're just dumping seasonings in. We're just going in on the seasonings. Do not be afraid of those seasonings, and taste your food as you go. Please taste your food as you go. That's very important. And so now we're adding in the noodles. It was almost a safety hazard, y'all. Trying to get these noodles in here, but the camera's in the way, so that's my excuse. So we're just stirring the noodles in, coating them in the broth, I guess, that we have going on, in our fettuccine broth mixture. Stirring them in, making the vegetables incorporating them with the noodles so that one person doesn't get all noodles and the other person gets all the good veggies. You know how that goes. Also, to thicken it, I'm using cornstarch. I forgot to add that to the seasonings list, but we're using cornstarch to thicken it. You can use whatever other thickener that you have. Flour, I think taro root or something. I don't remember. But there's other ways to thicken this, and you can use those. I'm using cornstarch, and not a lot. Very little. And that's that on that. Look at that. Ooh. And if you're wondering, yes, it was bam. So good. I made that big pot and I fed myself, my brother, my mom, and my cousin, and we have enough for leftovers, and we sent her home with some leftovers. So if you're looking for something hearty, filling, have good leftovers with it, I love a good leftover. That means I don't have to cook the next day. Then here you go. Here's your loaded vegan fettuccine. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.